guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we have another journal with me video. This is going to be for week 38 part 2. So I'll bring you guys to my desk as always so we can go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so for today's video we are going to be working with two different layouts. They are going to be for Thursday and Friday of last week, so those are September 17th and 18th. Now if you haven't had a chance to watch my week 38 part 1 video, I'll link it above here on the screen so you can check it out later if you'd like. For week 38 part 1 I created 3 different layouts. Those are from Monday, which was September 14th all the way through Wednesday, September 16th. So today we are working with 2 layouts for Thursday and Friday. So if you're new here, welcome. I hope you like this video and I hope you consider subscribing to this channel if you like videos related to traveler's notebook, anything from planning, journaling, stationery. We do all of that fun stuff here, and of course I'll love to see you here for the next video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the actual layout. So for Thursday, September 17th, this was just a busy work day for me. Nothing really important happened. I spent a good chunk of my day working, and me and my husband finally finished up the final touches with the coop and the new run for the chickens, and we're still free ranging them throughout the day, but once they start getting darker we put them into this run, and it's just easier, and I'm so much more, I'm so much happier now knowing that they are much more protected now from animals like skunks. So yeah, so we did that, and I also spent a good chunk of my day finishing up some pen pal letters. So this was pretty much all that happened this day. So nothing special here, nothing important. So on those days, I usually try to venture a little bit more. Most of my layouts, if I do have something that is important or special, I will try to decorate my layout based on what happened. I like to save mementos and pieces of ephemera that will remind me of what happened that day. Anything from a receipt or a flower that I grabbed or a business card, anything really that reminds me of what happened. But this day here, there's really nothing. So on those days I do take advantage and I decorate those pages based on what I feel like decorating. So for this day, although I haven't got my Cafe and a Log subscription box on the 17th, I actually got a few days later. I think it was on Saturday on the 19th. But by the time that I actually sit down to decorate my pages, I had already received my Cafe and a Log box. I had actually just filmed my unboxing video, so I had all of the items right there on my desk, and I just had to create a layout with those items because I like them so much. So if you haven't had the chance to watch the unboxing video for my subscription box from Cafe and a Log, that is the September box, I'll link it above here on the screen, of course, if you want to watch it, if you like to watch unboxing videos. But yeah, most of the items that I'm gonna be using here, it is from that box. If it is not from that box, it is actually from Cafe and a Log. All of the items here, really the only thing that I'm using here that is not from Cafe and a Log, it is the craft paper that I just added to the right page right there. And that's what I'm gonna be using to write my entry for the day. I didn't have a lot of writing, so that space was enough, and I was able to decorate the full page with other things, because I didn't have a lot of writing. If you're new here and you're not familiar with how I journal and you are wondering what the heck I'm talking about, in order for me to be able to keep up with my daily journal, I actually use my notes app on my iPhone. If you are an Android user, you might want to download a different note app. I highly suggest Evernote. But yeah, it's just a note app, and I use it every night before I go to sleep when I'm already sitting down in bed, and I just jot down really quick a few sentences about the day. Some days I am tired, I don't feel like writing, so I really just write a quick paragraph summarizing everything that happened that day, and that's it. But some days I have a lot to write, and I write it a lot, but then I save that note, and whenever I have time to decorate my pages, I go back to that note, I read what I wrote for that day, and then it's easier for me to know how I can decorate my pages, and later on I just rewrite on my journal. I know it might be a lot of work, but that's the only way that I can keep up with my daily journal. So, but that's a good option too, because when I get to decorate my pages, I know exactly how much space I need to leave for me to write. So there you go. Just quick here. Like I mentioned, most of the items here are from the Cafe Analog stationery box. I love this washi. There was like a botanical theme. It was my favorite washi, so of course I had to use some of those illustrations from the washi. I fussy cut some of them, beautiful autumn colors. I used some of the papers that came with the box as well, so those are the papers on the right there with that flower and the mail theme. And I used some of the other washi that came with the box as well, so that brown on the top with some white details that also came with the box. On the left side, I'm using some extra bits of paper that also came with the box, so that vintage book page it is from the box. And I also use the wood stamp that is actually a embroidery hoop. So I just stamped in one of the papers that came with the box, and I use it there. Now this paper doll, it is actually from Cafe Analog. Like I mentioned, most of the items here came with the box, but the items that were not from the box is actually I purchased from Cafe Analog. So everything's Cafe Analog here. So the paper doll, I can talk. The paper doll is actually from a collaboration between Cafe Analog and Wendry. And this orange tape is Classique, and the other wood stamp that says inspiration, it is from Liberty Dictionary, and it's also from Cafe Analog. So everything's Cafe Analog, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So I was super excited with the box, so I had to create a Cafe Analog themed type of layout, and I really liked how it turned out because all of the colors was very autumn. And you guys know, if you've watched any of my Journal With Me videos, autumn colors, earthy tones are my favorite colors. So, I mean, I just need an excuse to use those colors. So, I'm super excited now that it's approaching autumn, because now I can find more stationery with those colors. Anyways, moving on to our last layout for the day. This was Friday, September 18th. Now this day here, I got in the mail a beautiful letter from one of my pen pals from Spain, and she sent me this beautiful envelope. As you can see there, I'm using some washi tape samples that she sent it to me to actually do a tip pen, so I could edit her entire envelope. And because her envelope was very skinny and was a little bit on the taller side, but I just didn't care. I just added because look at how beautiful this entire envelope. So we usually do themes for our letter exchanges. So we usually come up with a color scheme for each letter. So for this time, we decided to go with green. So you're gonna notice that everything that she sent me, it has some tone of green there, which I love because you guys know green's one of my favorite earthy tones. So I had to decorate like the entire page with the items that she sent me. I enjoyed everything in her package. It was just everything so beautiful. But I particularly loved those book pages that she actually stained with some extra greenery there, and I just love this so much. I don't know if she used watercolor, most likely watercolor, or ink, and I just absolutely loved. So I didn't have a lot of writing for this day. So the other side of the page on the right, where the tip in with the envelope is, that's where I'm gonna reserve to write. So I was able to actually fully decorate this entire page on the left. And I mean, besides that, like, that was the special thing that happened. That's why I'm decorating the entire page based on her letter. It was just a work day for me, right? Besides that, nothing really special. So that's why I just decided to go bonkers and decorate the whole page with everything that she sent me, because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, look at how beautiful, like, her letter, the items that she sent, the washi tapes, the stickers, everything was so beautiful. So I'm using some of the washi. So you saw me adding a paper doll there that it actually came in one of the washi samples that she sent me. She sent me quite a bit of washi samples, which I loved it. And then she sent me this botanical washi sample that I really, really liked it. I love anything botanical. So I'm using extra washi tapes right here that she sent me. It's this white washi with this green, how you say? I forgot. Of course I forgot. Because I always forget the name of things, like when I'm doing voiceover. It's like my brain abandoned me. Like, it's just... it's gone. I cannot think of anything. Anyways, so moving on. So for the right side of the page, I didn't have a lot of writing. I think I just had like a paragraph of writing for this day. So I was still able to decorate a little bit of that page, but I didn't want to go too crazy on the right side because I needed to leave some space, right, to write. So I just grabbed a piece of the same book page that I had it added to the left. So I just, ripped a piece, like a square, and I added there to the corner. And I'm just gonna look through some stickers that she sent me and just see something that's very simple, but like I can add it here and do not add it too much, clutter to the page. Like I said, I didn't want to add it too much here because I still needed some space to write. If you're wondering, inside of the envelope, I kept her letter that she sent it to me. And so the letter, it's inside of the envelope, and that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna finalize adding the date here, and I'm using my La Pen, which is a Japanese pen that I love it. It has this very bold ink in black, and that's pretty much it. I'm just adding some dotties, and that's it. I'll bring it close here so you guys can see all of the details for each of those pages that we worked today. I really liked how it turned out. I hope you did too. If you did, leave a like, and if you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I always reply to every single comment from you guys, so I'd love to hear back from you guys, any suggestions or questions that you may have. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.